When John McCririck joined the Celebrity Coach Trip, 5 o'clock this evening. First up, when Deal or No Deal went live on 4.
Johnny Cunol.
22 boxes.
MYOB.
£250,000. Just one question. Welcome to Deal or No Deal Live. Greetings, Eastwick. That was a little bit further than we thought. Hello, pilgrims! Welcome to the Dream Factory. Yes, we are live once again, and thank you once again for the fantastic reaction that we're having this week. We've got 2 weeks of live shows. This is number 3, and I have to start with an apology for Betty, who played yesterday. I think we would all agree that bad news shouldn't be delivered quickly. But unfortunately, we nearly ran out of time. Betty had one of those classic games, all or nothing, 20,000 or £250, and we were running out of time. The clocks that we run were running down to 0. And then she went for a swap. So I was over there, and I was back here, and I put it down there. Now, normally, if it's not a live show, I have the opportunity to chat to the player about why they went for the swap. And it does calm people, and it does prepare them for possibly bad news. But yesterday it was a complete blur, and it was bad news. 250 quid. Betty, I'm so sorry, but it made electrifying television, and she took it very well. Yes, this is the 3rd of our live shows, and now it's time to see the moment when I surprised today's player. On Monday, I was in a hair salon. Then yesterday, I was in a dance hall. I think it's time to go to the beach. Welcome to Bridlington in Yorkshire. I've just gone down to Weston-super-Mare. You think I'm cheating? No, look, this is Bridlington in October. Right, how are we doing this, Jules?
Well, you're going to stow yourself on board, and you're going to go out to sea.
On board what?
On board the lifeboat.
I've got to go on the lifeboat?
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Right, I'm all yours.
Like to
Follow these gentlemen, I'll take you into the cabin.
Whose idea was this? So basically, you are now going to leave me locked in here.
I'm going to lock you in here, yeah.
Right. Where are we going first? Mediterranean? As you can see, the master plan has worked successfully. I am now stuck in this part of the boat, and then I'll appear through that hatch, and hopefully Chris will say yes. He's got to say yes.
Now we're float. Just come off the carriage now. We're float, we're in gear, engines are running. We're in the Oggy and we're going.
Well, as you can tell, we are now at sea, the North Sea, and it is a bit blowy today. Excuse me a minute. Chris, hello.
Alan.
How are you? I've got an offer for you. You might want to take me up on this offer. Chris, the offer I'm making to you is the opportunity to come with me to Bristol, to the Dream Factory, and play live Deal or No Deal for £250,000. The question I'm putting to you, Chris, is deal or no deal?
Deal.
A binding deal?
Oh, yeah.
What's your name, sir?
Grant.
Grant. Would you come and open a box? You would. Excellent. So you'll come to Bristol as well?
I thought we were having some kind of exercise, but that wasn't what I expected.
Yeah, massive surprise. Didn't know anything about it.
Let's hope Chris wins it.
I'm going to be playing live, Deal or No Deal, for £250,000.
Yay!
Chris, take the walk of wealth. Welcome to your game. Thank you very much. It's good to see you. It says in your file here, and I found out there, you're a very quiet man.
I am indeed, yes.
You like to stay in the background.
I do.
When they're doing lifeboat team photos and whatever, there's just your little eyes looking over the back of the group shot, isn't it?
I try to stay out of them, yeah.
How are you going to deal with this? Because there's millions of people looking at you right now.
I'll be fine. I'll be
Yeah? Who have you brought to support you here in the Dream Factory?
fine. Today, I have one of my crewmen colleagues, Grant.
I remember meeting Grant, yeah.
There's also my mum and dad, Andy and Marianne, over there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Mum and Dad.
There's my lovely wife, Kim,
Hi, Kim.
Hello.
and my best mate, Crappy.
Excellent. And as you know, we have got also here some of the past players, and I want to mention one of them right at the beginning of your game. Because when he played 3 years ago, we think he went into the world record book as the oldest player on a game show anywhere. Last week, this wonderful man, Joe, celebrated his 100th birthday. You're keeping well. Fantastic. That's wonderful. Isn't that wonderful? Keep your hands off candy, Joe. You just behave. Yeah, what are you doing ringing? Oh, right. The banker says he won't take up any of your time. He'll make it up for you. That Joe was too modest to bring the picture out, but we've got the photograph. Here he is, Her Majesty the Queen, on the front of his 100th birthday card. Isn't that fantastic? Joe. Happy birthday for last week. That's great. Oh, it's what Deal or No Deal is about, and I know that you are missing 2 people. However, so that your kids can be part of your big moment, we've sent our crew up to Bridlington, to the lifeboat station. Hopefully they won't get a call, otherwise there's going to be quite a bit of chaos there. Oh, there's a bigger crowd. That is a big crowd. And there's Max. And Harrison. And Nancy, Carolyn. Lovely to see you. So you can always ask the kids' advice if you want. Yeah? Yeah, great to see you.
Hi, Daddy.
Right. Everybody is wanting this to be a special occasion for you. We'll talk about what you do with the money, how you're going to play the game. After we take a very, very small break, we will be live in gameplay terms, and we're certainly live on this Wednesday. I'll see you right after the break when Chris is going to start. He volunteers for the Bridlington Lifeboat, which is where I surprised him and where all the supporters are at the moment. Yes, Chris works with his dad, Andy, in this bathroom business, don't you? Yeah. Yep. But, like so many people, men and women associated with the RNLI, he is a volunteer, and they do wonderful work. And I think we should pay tribute to them. I think we should just have a fantastic. Fantastic. When you get in trouble off the coast, these are the guys you want to come and pick you up. Look at that. It's 16:11:49. Yes, just after 4:10. Are you ready to go with your game?
I am indeed.
OK. I need you please to confirm you chose box 14 at random before the game began.
I did, that's
It
correct.
is sealed by the independent adjudicator, who seals all 22 boxes and is the only person who knows where the money is. We know that we're having a major impact upon those people who love Deal and also do social networking. So please, keep that up, and if you want to tweet the banker, you never know, you might be able to influence him. And if you think that his offers are absolutely... then tell him in a nice way. Are you ready to go?
I am indeed.
OK, Chris, good luck!
I think I will start with one of my friends this evening, and I'll start with Andrew on box number 18, please.
He looks a bit gormless. Where did you start a friendship with him?
They're a very close family.
Are they?
Along with it, we've known him for a long time.
OK, OK. Do you have a job?
I'm a projects manager for a local authority.
All right, that's exciting. Thank you, Andrew. Please get the game underway. Oh, that wasn't a very nice project he managed there, was it? 50,000. Well, we had a painful start yesterday, and she could have had a wonderful finish if she hadn't swapped. 50 grand. Don't think about it, Chris. Second box.
Second, I'm going to go for Jackie on number 21, please.
21. How are you, Jackie?
I'm very well today, thank you, Noel.
Are you enjoying being back in the Dream Factory?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's changed my life this year.
Has it really?
Yeah, really. Dear Honor does absolutely change my life.
Wonderful.
Completely.
Wonderful. See what you can do for his life.
Good luck.
Thank you.
50,000 £50,000 followed by £50.
You've just had a 50-50 opening. I just said that for Andrew. He'd appreciate that.
Sorry. I think I'll go for Marcus on number 7.
Marcus. Marcus, you like the ocean, don't you? You like sailors.
I do. Every boy likes a sailor.
I bet you'd love to be out on an exercise on a lifeboat.
Are you being serious? Have you seen this one next to me?
I thought you were getting on quite well, to be honest. OK, Marcus, box 7.
Well, I hope you sail into blue. Good luck.
Oh, out of 3 boxes, 2 of the power 5, 35,000. Chris, get a grip.
Go for Callum, number 1, please.
All right, Callum, see what you can do with box 1.
Well done with the lifeboat rescue. Fair play to you. Such a lovely thing to do, and good luck.
I love Callum. He is so sincere that when he does one of those tributes, he tends to pull out big numbers. Very good. That was really good, and it was most unusual, because normally when you say something nice, you deliver a shocking box.
I think I'm going to go for another one of my friends, and I'm going to go for Ant on number 13, please.
I understand you're a golf professional.
I am, no, yes.
Up in Yorkshire.
In Yorkshire?
So you've come a fair way to Bristol. Now, normally they edit those out, but I thought I'd get it in while I can. Thank you, Anthony.
OK. I'm very fortunate to teach Chris's 2 boys, and they're fantastic little players.
Are
So
they?
hopefully, hopefully, if you don't win big tonight, Chris, Max and Harrison, there could be your little pension plan for the future. So, all the best of luck. Here we go.
What a great thought. If you can't do it yourself, hope the kids will do it. 3 blues. 3 blues, yes, that's good, but unfortunately the reality is 2 of the power 5. Hello! You can barely hear me? Oh, he said it's a very bad line today. It's the last time he's using a BlackBerry. I think we'll gloss over that and move on. It's funny I should mention online. They're crazy online. You've been asking people online to send questions about me. And they're split into 3 categories. One's about the shirts, one's about the beard, and one's about the hair. Yes? Oh, no. He's got a favourite question that he wants to ask me from the online. From Hannah Partridge in Truro. Do I remember being in a lift at BBC Pebble Mill with my mum, Jane, the props lady? She said, you said how long ago? And she said 21 years ago. And I was stuck in a lift with Jane, with her mum. Hannah is 20 years old and 3 months. floor did I get out at? Oh, you think I went all the way to the top, right? I can't believe you said that in the afternoon. Yeah, go on. All right, he's being very sincere now, and he's saying he genuinely respects the fact that it must be very difficult for you to appear on live television in front of millions of people when actually you're a very shy person. Ooh, and no sarcastic comment on the end, no punchline. He really meant it. £7,700 opening offer.
Well, it's a very good offer, but I'm ready for the question.
Please don't go at the first offer. I'm not sleeping very well this week thinking about somebody going at the first offer and us filling the rest of the show live. £7,700. Deal or no deal?
No deal.
Thank you, Chris. Right, the next two. Where are we going?
I think I'm going to go for number 17, and that's my mum, Marianne.
Hello, Mum.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming along. Thank you for supporting him. I like these moments because hopefully you're going to do something really lovely for your son.
Hope so.
And you're not going to pull out £250,000 and it be a topic of family conversation for the rest of your lives. Marianne, something benign from 17.
Good luck.
Come on, Mum, do it for Chris. Yes! I like the way she was holding the lid. That's what she's taught at box opening school. Next one.
Dave, number 10.
OK, Big Dave. Right.
Best of luck, Chris. Blue for you.
20,000. Ooh, that gets a big groan, but the top three are still remaining in place, and that is a jolly good reason to return to the show. I can give you another reason. We've got no idea how they turn out, these live ones, and you wouldn't want to miss it. See you shortly. Chris is getting his big opportunity. Chris, I'm warming to you. You are a quiet man, and you have the kind of ambitions, I think, that millions of people will be able to identify with. You'd like to win enough money to reduce the mortgage.
That's right.
You'd like a holiday, family holiday.
I need a holiday.
You could do with a holiday. Are you finding this a strain?
It's not bad at the moment.
Not bad.
It get worse.
And you're thinking of Christmas, and you'd like to make it a special Christmas.
We've got
plenty of money here to make all three of those ambitions a reality. Chris, the next box, the final box in this round.
Right, well, I need a blue this time. So I'm going to go for Kim, my wife, on number 4, please.
All right. Oh, dear. Well, 20,000 got an enormous groan. But, Kim, if we go anywhere on the left-hand side, he will balance it, and I think the offer will grow. So, nice Christmas, reducing the mortgage, and having a holiday now is in your hands, Kim. Away you go.
No pressure, then. Good luck, babes.
£3,000's all right. I'll go with it. Somebody groaned. No, I'd take £3,000 if this was my game. Right then. Got to remember that you did take the 20, of course. Hello again. You got a lot of respect for him being a lifeboat man. You always wanted to be a sailor yourself. Ah, because you're evil, you wanted to be a pirate. You wanted to be a pirate and a banker. What was your favourite subject at school? Arithmetic. Feel free to boo. What do you think's terribly sweet? Yes, every time Max and Harrison appear on the screen. Oh, Chris's eyes fill with tears. And so do Kim's. Oh, look, there they are again. There are the kids. Ah. Oh. Hello. And do you think it's ironic? The bank has noted the fact that every time the kids appear up there in Yorkshire on the screen, both you and your wife just moisten a little bit, and he sees the irony that you're shocking parents deserting your children and leaving them up there. Okay, the most important thing about that phone call is he thinks the game is moving slowly in your favour, and he will go up to 9,200.
Well, I can understand where he's come from with his offer, and I accept that, and it's a good offer.
Are you a gambler?
No, not really.
I should have I asked the wrong person there. Kim, does he ever gamble?
He's not allowed to.
You will not gamble.
But I am ready for the question, yes.
£9,200. Deal or no deal?
No deal.
Thank you, Chris. I really do. Quiet determination. The quiet man from Yorkshire is here for a big win. Make no doubt about it. Right, 3 more, please.
Oh. Do I go for lucky numbers because they're red or lucky numbers because they're blue?
It's the age-old problem, isn't it? It's the problem of deal. The lucky number dilemma.
Well, try Joe, number 6.
Joe, I'm going to say it again. I'm just so pleased that you're back with us in the Dream Factory. I loved your games. Still mucking about with the ladies, are we?
Yes.
Yes. I can tell it's affected your hearing. Joe, I've just had an idea, Joe. You were 100 last week. Could you pull 100 quid?
October.
Could you pull 100 quid out of the box, please? Did I? Yeah, not 100,000. The 100. Could you open the box? Wouldn't it be wonderful if it was £100? You've got to give him a kiss. Come on, we're going to have a one clean kiss.
Come to him.
Love it. What a week he's had. Telegram from the Queen and a kiss from him. Oh, fantastic. Next one.
We will go for another non-significant number, I think.
Yes.
And I'll go for my sister-in-law, Joe.
Joe, nice to know you're insignificant, Joe. You can discuss that after the game.
Will do.
Thank you. Can you do something nice? 10p, maybe?
Hope so.
They will be talking about this. One. Centenarian, and then the £100. Wow, is this going to be one of those critical rounds, one of those brilliant rounds where the game is always under the control of the player? It swings your way big time if this is £5 down.
Number 19, Lauren, please.
Oh, Lauren.
I've got itchy palm. Does that mean big?
You won £100,000 when you played deal.
Yeah.
Do you feel anything in box 19?
No, I don't feel in the box, but I've got an itchy palm. But I can't remember what that meant to mean.
It means you should go and see a doctor after this. And be more careful about what you touch. No, I didn't mean that. Thank you, Lauren.
Good luck, Chris.
Oh, no! It was just about the ideal round. And then Lauren delivers 75,000. Well, I tell you, it was jolly good news that Joe had the penny, because that undoubtedly softens that blow. Interesting board, isn't it? Top two looking very isolated. It was a tender moment, banker. He says that tender moment, it was like land and sea coming together in beautiful harmony. What do you think he's done to you? What do you think he's done about that 75,000?
I think he stayed the same.
Think he'll stick?
I think he will.
Stick at 9-2 because you had two good boxes before you got the hit. OK. I'm pleased to tell you, you're wrong. It's 11,000 now. You're edging higher. Edging higher to the big money. Now, what we're finding with these live games, because we're feeling our way, you know, after nearly 6 years, we hadn't done anything like this, and the timings are critical. You know, at that point in the game, where if you really want to have plenty of time to play with at the end and not have what Betty did, you might want to come to a decision quite quickly, but it's your game.
I think it's a good offer, but I'm prepared if you ask me the question. I'm ready.
£11,000. Deal or no deal?
No deal.
OK, it's building, and your time is diminishing. So, the next two.
We'll go for Rob on number 2, please.
How do you know Rob?
He's my sister-in-law's boyfriend.
OK. Oh, you're going to come into the family, are you? Well, maybe. Maybe. You never know. Maybe. OK. Says a lot about that relationship. Rob, would you please open box number 2? 5,000's all right? Right, Chris, what's the next one?
I'm going to go straight away. I'm going to go for Krabby on number 15.
All right, Krabby, another friend. Hopefully you're going to do something extremely friendly.
Hopefully.
Krabby, open 15. Can you make it blue?
Good luck, Bromo.
You could do with a blue before the break we're coming to. Yes! 500! Fascinating stuff. As we edge nearer and nearer to 8-box, we might be looking at 2 firsts. We might have 2 firsts. You could be our first millionaire live. He could be our first male quarter millionaire. OK, come back after the break. Welcome back to Chris Brompton's game. Chris, the lifeboatman from Briglington. It's just gone 20 to 5 on this Wednesday, but that clock is not the important clock. This is the clock you now have to think about, the game clock, showing you that it's coming down to just 15 minutes of play. We are right on the cusp of 8-box. Which one are you going to choose now?
I need a blue. I need that 10 pence. I need to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
So
oh, that would be bliss.
I'm going to go for number 11.
Right. Candy, oh, live up to your name. Do something really sweet and see if you could give us a blue.
Good luck, Chris.
This is so important. 15,000. Ooh. 15. Well, the top two are still sitting there. We could still have our first male $250,000 live on the show. That would be brilliant. OK, you're at $8, and I think it's going to be a tricky one for you. In fact, I'm absolutely certain now this is going to be a very tricky decision for you. Hello. Wow, he says. Yes, the two big ones still remain. Yes, banker. Yeah, I know. Crumbs. All he said was, I'm not messing about. And then he said, Crumbs, I really want you to think about this figure. He then said, I'll buy the box from him for 20,000. I saw the look across there. Is there a little code here? Have you worked out various scenarios?
No, nothing at all.
Yeah. You saw it too, yeah. Chris. Remember what she said, you're not allowed to gamble. Oh, he's doing it now. It's a shame you haven't got a violin. He says, oh, well, remind him about the children. Remind them about the children. Don't look. Don't look. That is cruel. That is very cruel. He's asking the cameraman up in Bridlington to get in tight so they can see the nervousness. The nervousness. Yeah, that's not working for you at all, is it? Oh, you should hear him. He's going, oh, don't fail in front of your children. Their futures are at stake here, Chris. Do a deal. Do a deal. Oh, no, hang on. I think this is the dirtiest thing I think he's ever said. He said, my word, Daddy, Daddy, don't destroy our futures on live television. Oh, now, is that a tactic? Is he trying to eat into your thinking time? My advice is stay very, very focused. Don't let him play the kiddie card. I mean, come on, the two of you. This is an unusual situation where we have the couple, the husband and wife here. For goodness sake, discuss it, the two of you.
I'll ask Dave, actually.
What did you say?
Chris, I think you're in a great position. I've got to pay respect to the banker. I think he's been influenced by the online, and he's offering 20. 20's great. Me, I'm going for it.
You'd
yeah,
go.
That's all
You'd go on.
I would go on.
You'd go on, and we have 11 minutes of the game remaining. Kim is shaking her head.
One more round.
This is amazing. I mean, Dave's seen a lot of games here, and believe me, once you're here, it is different. You've watched the show a lot. Is this different?
It is.
Boy, is this different. Suzanne, you took some risks, and you went away with $250,000 that he could still get. What would you do?
I would go on. I think at some point in every game there's a risk, and you have to take it, and you haven't taken a risk yet.
That's right.
And in order to get big money, you have to be willing to turn down some big offers.
You're coming to 10 minutes. I mean, it's a very interesting little scenario here. Clearly, your wife would like you to stop, and the seasoned players think that you should go on. So is it family or vague friends who will dominate?
Chris?
Yeah.
If you look at the board and you have the off chance of taking out the two top numbers, your closest fallback would be 10,000. So if that happened, you would have to play on.
Less than 10 minutes. You've got less than 10 minutes. Yeah. I feel I've got to intervene here.
I'm feeling because the offer's 20,000.
20,000. Yeah.
There's only two numbers above it higher than that 20.
Yeah.
I still have got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 below it.
I don't want to influence you too much, but remember the mortgage, remember the holiday, remember Christmas. How much could you cover? That's your shopping list. We're coming to 9:26.
I'm ready for the question.
Chris. £20,000. Deal or no deal?
Deal.
Yeah. The banker says, congratulations, Chris. He's got something to tell you. Oh, he thinks you've got the $250,000 in box 14. Daddy, why did you do that? Daddy, why did you throw away £250,000 on live TV? Chris, I think this is going to be a fascinating climax to your game. We'll keep the clock ticking away because, of course, we play for real, as if you hadn't actually said deal. Why do I say it's fascinating? Because we have had players who have managed to get significant sums of money because they came alone. And we've had players who have been heavily influenced by friends and family. They're generally sitting over there, but we do have the #1 lady over there. So rather than talking about the kids, I'm just wondering whether it's going to be a frosty little journey back to Yorkshire. If Kim has talked you out of being our first male $250,000. The next box, please, Chris.
The next box I would have gone for would have been number 12.
12, Andy. Dad, well, before he said deal, we'd been looking for Dad to do something very, very friendly. Now, Dad, of course, he's really hoping you remove the spectre of him going away with the massive money. What you got, Andy?
Well, son, I hope it's the big one.
No, 10 quid. Oh, next one.
All the time I've been thinking it's in number 5, so...
Well, you can't go there.
No, I'll keep away from that one. That's where I'm at. Number 9, Charles.
OK, he hasn't been particularly touchy-feely about any of the other boxes, but he's just revealed that he thinks the $250,000 could be over there in number 5. Charles, you look remarkably like the banker today, I have to say.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Charles, you're a very, very likeable chap, but could you do something absolutely despicable? Could you reveal a huge amount of money out of box 9?
I'll try my best.
Thank you, Charles. Very kind of you. No, 750. No, now you've got to find it. You have to find the $250,000. 6.5 minutes of your game could turn into 6.5 minutes of absolute agony.
Grant, number 16, please.
16, Grant. Actually, the reality is the 100,000, if you reveal it, is not enough for him. Has he gone too soon? Not if you've got the $250,000. Thank you.
Let's hope it's a big one, Chris.
It's got to be. Oh, no! No. No. Now we're starting to think, have you walked away from what we call the Suzanne finish, the dream finish, the 100,000 and the $250,000? But you're not in live play, as she was. This is going to be painful. Hello? What do you mean, oh, no? It's a disaster at sea. The lifeboatman's got himself an emergency. Yes. It's the children he feels sorry for. Yeah. I'm starting to feel sorry for you, Kim. This offer would have been £40,000. Twice your deal fee. 40 grand. Right. We're coming to the point where the clock turns red. The final 5 minutes of your game. 5 minutes that could prove to be extraordinarily painful.
Suzanne, number 22.
22, the death box. What a combination. The lady that won $250,000 and the death box. He is praying it lives up to its title. Thank you, Suzanne.
I really hope we get to 250 in this box.
No! It gets worse. The last 4 have been nigh on perfect. Don't tell me you're going to do 10p and 1,000. That would be horrifically cruel.
Joyce, number 3, please.
Oh, I cannot believe it. Joycey, is it conceivable that Suzanne has actually started the round that would produce the climax that she had in her game when she was playing live? Joycey, it's got to be one of the big 2.
Big fat red one, I hope.
Go on, Joycey. No! You're 10p away from the finest finish you could have. And whatever happens, you are going to have one of the mighty sums of money at the climax of the game that you were influenced by your wife to desert a few minutes ago. Less than 4 minutes to go. The final box you're going to select, which is it?
Number 20.
20. Barnaby. I've seen it a few times, and only once in live play. I've seen it a few times. The climax that every player dreams of. The 2 best boxes in deal being there at the end. But Barnaby, remove that thought.
Let's get rid of 1.
It mustn't be 10p. Surely not. Oh! You said you thought the $250,000 was over there in box 5, and quite clearly it's not. Yes. Yes, you were wrong, banker. But you haven't finished having fun? Kim says he can't gamble. Oh, wow. Who's going to win out of this? Chris the player, Kim the wife who doesn't want you to gamble. I'm authorised to give you the banker's gamble. If you hand back the 20,000, you can go for it and open your box, which may contain £100,000 or 10p, and you have 2.5 minutes of your game left. When you're ready, I will ask you the question. Banker's gamble, deal or no deal? If you say deal, it means you give back the 20,000 and we open box 14. If you say no deal, it means the biggest force in your life is your wife.
All the time I've had something about box number 5. There's been something there.
2 minutes in your game. Mind. 2 minutes in your game. Well, you talked about 5 having the $250,000 and it didn't.
So I'm thinking that's got the high one in.
You think the higher one's over there? Yeah, he might not offer you the swap.
You mind telling us your number in your boat, isn't it? Your crew number?
Chris, you're going to have to ask me for the question.
I'm ready for the question.
OK, and you do understand the difference?
Yes.
Chris, banker's gamble, deal or no deal?
No deal.
No deal. Sticking with his 20,000. Okay. There is barely a minute of your game left, Chris. And I'm just wondering whether, for once, the lovely Kim shouldn't have been regarded as the most important voice in your head. Maybe the quiet man who does so much for other people out there on the seas on the lifeboat was actually destined to come down here to Bristol and walk away with £100,000. Should you have taken the banker's gamble? Good luck. Yes. Yes. Open box 5. You said you thought $250,000 was there, then we thought 100,000 was there, but the 10p was there. How do you feel?
I'm happy to be going away with what I've got.
Yeah?
I really am, yes.
OK, so 20,000's going to take you.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Not a tinge of regret.
No.
You do have a lovely wife, you've got beautiful kids, and you have, from deal, £20,000. And And I guarantee something. You'll be back here tomorrow when we're live again. See you then. The Queen of the kiss from him.
Remember what you said, you're not allowed to gamble. Mind about the children.
Deal.